why the apocalypse happened, and they just moved back to the Middle Ages and did it to the feudal political system, basically. Our world is ruled by the man called Drogon, and he's an emperor.
Drogon?
Drogon.
Drogon.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like the Game of Thrones dragon?
No.
Because that would have been awesome.
He's the emperor of the Vetrall Empire. And if I would have to sum up the 7, it's an isometric open world game with with unhindered exploration. That was our main goal, to actually give you the opportunity to climb everything and jump everywhere.
So that's the new aspect of the isometric RPG,
Yes,
right?
yes. We wanted to bring something new to the genre, and that was our idea. You know, we always hated being stuck to the ground in the isometric games. I always wanted to go past the invisible wall. So what we took in our game as a core feature was that to give the ability to the player to actually jump on everything and climb on everything that you see. So, yeah.
I like that. I like being able to explore the world. Damn you, invisible walls. Always try to hold me down.
And we have none of them.
None of them?
No.
So
I can just go forever?
Yeah.
I mean,
you're gonna meet the ocean at some point, because
So we have some B-roll here as well.
Yeah. You wanna go?
yeah, we start. This is like the very first mission of our game, and it will serve as tutorial for players as well. This is Hollard, the capital city of Vetrall Empire, ruled by mentioned Drogon. And we play as Stereo, Master Thief, who is going to meet his colleague Veitik to actually convince him to help Teriel on a suicidal mission of stealing a powerful artifact from one of the Hollard's rich mansions.
So suicidal mission.
Yes.
Yeah. To steal some artifacts. Those aren't the kind of missions I want to go on. Like suicidal missions?
Veitik tells the same. He's like, I knew.
Yeah. that's why I told you in prologue. We won't really spoil too much, because we already said that in the past, that at the end of this mission, Teriel will get possessed by a demon calling himself Artanak, and as a result of this mission and this possession, he will be sent to the prison island of Peh, where his real objective will lay, basically. And Artanak jumps on the ride in your head to make sure that you're gonna follow all the objectives.
He also serves the role of the sidekick, so player is never alone. Artanak introduces the world for you, and he sometimes helps you find a solution for a problem.
So he's a god.
Yeah.
How exactly do you sort of differentiate, like that gameplay style of me just playing as the main character, or then now all of a sudden I'm possessed by his crazy awesome demon, and now he has all the power? Is there a sort of a difference in the way that the game is going to play out from when I'm playing as this character before I get possessed? Or does it just drastically change as soon as I become possessed?
No, he doesn't really have the power over you. Like, you have your own skills, etc. Artanak is just there to make sure that you're going to do what you are set to do. And then the deal is that then he will help you to get out of the prison, because Peh is an island where no one comes from alive. You know, you're being sent there by having a debt to the Empire or for your crimes, and you never get back.
It sounds like there's no good way for this to play out. Like, I'm doing suicidal missions that are just going to end in death or me being possessed. I go to this island where nobody comes back from.
Well, but you're a master thief. You have your set of skills,
you'll manage.
You'll manage.
He lives in a post-apocalyptic world, so I guess he will manage.
Yeah. You can see, you will be able to see those skills in a second. When we're gonna showcase them, what you can do to your enemies.
So let's say they came to agreement right now here with Veitik, and then we will skip just to the action part.
Now, are there multiple branches to take? Like, if I decide not to go with a certain sort of...
Well, that was one of our main approaches, I guess, how to construct levels and missions, to always make sure that the player isn't forced with only one solution, how to solve it. And it really... It's visible both in exploration and in the way how the quests are being progressed by, because you not only have multiple ways to approach your target, so you can do sneaking, you can do full-on bash in and kill everyone, but also you have different outcomes of the quests, and depending on your actions, sometimes the outcome is really way different than what you were set about to do.
So there are multiple. I can play the game 2 different ways and sort of experience different things.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, we just give you the tools and you do whatever you like with them.
Nice.
you mentioned it's an open world, it's a sandbox space.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
So, but all the different roads are going to one direction, and that direction is always the same.
Yeah, the one direction is always the same. You have to basically retrieve something. I won't spoil what, but you have to retrieve something for Ardanak from this island. And well, no matter what you do, apart from your being, apart from your death, no matter what you do, you will end up retrieving that thing. But then, what you will decide on doing with it, it's up to you.
So there's a twist. There's a moral dilemma at the end.
Yeah, there's a twist, and apart from that, you also have like numerous side quests that you can decide your own approach, like if you're gonna help someone or not, if you're gonna cheat someone or not. Remember, you're being sent to a prison island full of thieves, murderers, and lying people. So there's always a shady business going on around in every area. Yeah,
that's right.
So yeah, you can see here in the B-roll, Daryl showing off his luring skills, where he just threw a rock on the trap that he set up for a guy to go and trigger it. But I'm mentioning about it because this is not the only way you can use traps in our game. For example, you can set them on doors, you can set them on dead bodies, because dead bodies have triggered different reactions on the AI. Some of them will rob the dead bodies, some of them will dissolve them, some of them will go and find a guard and report that he found the dead body. And it all really emerges from the way we constructed our AI. Maybe Carolina will tell a little bit more because she's into community implementing.
Yeah, that's right. So our community is divided into several classes of NPCs. We have the guard, and when he sees you that you are doing something wrong, he will probably attack you. We have commoners who will be actually scared of you doing the wrong thing, and they will call the guard, and you will have the double problem here. We have, for example, thugs who will just, when they see you fighting with somebody else, they will just encourage you to do more damage. They will cheer for you and so on. We have beggars who will flee from fight, but when they see fallen body, they will rob it. So after you kill somebody, you need to make sure you are faster than them, actually, because there's nothing left after they take care of it.
Okay.
We have this vibrant system of community, so they react to weather, to time of the day, to your actions, and so on.
And they also have dynamic senses, so they see less during the night, they hear less during the rain. So the best way to actually do your heist is during night when it's raining.
Rainy nights.
Yeah, rainy nights.
It's the best time.
And on top of that, what Karina was saying about the beggars, robbing the bodies, the important feature in 7 that you can see in the gameplay is the time management, basically. Each action that triggers a pause in our game, at certain actions of the player unpauses the time. So, for example, if you're looting the item, looting one item takes about a second or a second and a half. You can make this time shorter by upgrading your gear that you have, so you loot faster. But every time you loot an item, the time unpauses. So the same goes with hacking. The same goes with lockpicking. So you cannot really, unlock a door under guard's nose just because the game paused. You have to get rid of the guard, have this window of 15 seconds of calm where you can actually unlock it and then go inside.
So the skills are different in length, basically. So an attack will take 5 seconds, a lockpick will take 10 seconds.
Well,
is it like that?
It's not really that fixed. It depends. Attacks depends on the weapons you actually use, right? But lockpicks depends on how good or how lucky, I guess, you are with the lockpicking, because you can find the right angle at the first try and just open it, and it's gonna take you a second, or you can try different approaches and it's gonna still have the time on post. It's gonna take longer and longer. You're gonna see it in a second, I guess, when we're gonna hack the little switch that is over there just to turn off the security cameras.
And there you can see the time moving when the item is being transferred.
We also have a pickpocketing, which works in a way that you have to really watch for the other NPCs' vision cones, because every second they move left and right, so there's a chance that someone's gonna spot you, or your victim will just walk away from you.
So what's happening here?
Okay, so here we were looting some stuff and
hacking a switch.
It
was like the mini game, and we have 2 of them. They vary in form, actually. So this one was for hacking, for example, devices like cameras and doors and other stuff like that. But we also have this game called Mastermind, which is based on classical Mastermind, when you need to work out the combination, right? Or you can find it in a level in someone else's node or something like that. It's rewarding for players who just keep looking.
Yeah, so you saw like the lockpick mini game a second ago, but there's an alternative to lockpick. If you don't want to risk that someone's gonna catch you in the act, you also have a driller. You can drill for locks, which is instantaneous, but it like causes a lot of noise around you.
Okay.
So it has more chance of actually attracting a guard and luring it to you.
Here we will have small presentation of the skill. So the guard noticed us jumping on him, and
he dodged. Yeah.
He dodged. So we need to trick him.
And now we have a pause, and when you choose an action.
Yeah, when you choose your skill, there's a little pause over there. What we used over here was something we call time bubble, which basically slows down everyone who gets inside. But you can upgrade the time bubble, which with this special upgrade that actually changes the way it works. So instead of slowing everyone inside, you have the normal time inside, but slows everyone around you. So this is like a perfect skill for opening locks, because everyone is slowed, and even if he notices you, he won't really be that fast to run and hit you. You will have plenty of time to unlock the doors.
I always wanted to be a Mistborn in a game. That's fantastic.
Mistborn, yes, that's a good reference. I love that book. So here you can see as well the way we construct the levels is, I've mentioned this, that we always wanted to make sure that player will have a few different approaches. So you can just go down there and fight with the guards or open the cages and let the monsters go to take care of them. But in this playthrough, what I was doing is actually taking the high ground. I found this stack of crates that allowed me to get really high, and I just passed through all of them unnoticed, for the whole mansion.
I love your Star Wars reference.
No, I mean, I think the game, I like the unique